Let's welcome in LSU beat reporter Wilson Alexander. He covers the Tigers for The Advocate in Baton Rouge. Wilson, as always, we appreciate the time. Two LSU guys, part of the Browns' current draft class. Let's talk a little bit about Grant Delpit. What do you think of when I say Grant Delpit as a football player?
I think of somebody who is at his best extremely instinctive. He can fly around to the ball. He knows how to make plays. He just has a good knack for where the football is going to be when he's playing on defense. Even when he's playing on special teams, as we saw against Georgia in 2018 when Georgia came to Baton Rouge, he blocked a field goal fake and really changed the game here.
A lot of people.
He's at his best. He's a really, really instinctive football player who can make a lot of plays.
A lot of folks had him going middle of the first round. He lasted kind of till the middle of the second. Were you surprised that he lasted that long? And do you have any doubt he's going to be a success as a pro player?
No, I think he'll be a successful pro player. Wasn't super shocked that he dropped out of the first round. There was a lot of concerns over that ankle, and he didn't really have a chance to prove himself with a pro day like so many players this year. They tried to do a Baton Rouge pro day and send the video out to teams, but that's just not quite the same as seeing him in person yourself. There's a lot of concerns over that ankle injury that affected him the latter half of the year. But even before that, struggling to make tackles. We saw him in the Vanderbilt game and the Texas game making tackles. And that was well before the ankle sprain that he attributes a lot of his issues to. So I wasn't shocked that he fell, but I do think that he'll be a productive NFL player.
How bad was that ankle sprain? How much did it limit him? How impressive was it that he played through it? I mean, that's a position where if you can't run, it's pretty tough to play safety.
Yeah, it was a significant injury. Grant Delpit, you have to do a lot to take him off the field, and they didn't play him at all against Arkansas because of the ankle injury. He played through it for 2 straight games, and he hated not playing against Arkansas. And so it affected him quite a bit. It was pretty significant. It limited his mobility, it limited his speed, and made him not as effective of a player as he was. But as he started to get healthy, we saw him be a lot better in the postseason. Had a big sack in the SEC championship game, played well against Oklahoma in the Peach Bowl. And so it was definitely significant, and it takes quite a bit to get him off the field. That ankle did it, though.
What kind of guy is he? You're a beat reporter. You get a little bit of a sense of what kind of guys these guys are. What strikes you about him, as a person?
Poise. He's well composed. He speaks well. He's articulate. He comes from a really great family. They've always been extremely kind in and around Baton Rouge. They're from New Orleans originally. They had to move to Houston after Hurricane Katrina displaced them from their home, and they stayed in Houston. But he's always been big into Louisiana, and he handles himself really well out in the public, which is something that you want from a player. He's not going to really make a lot of mistakes in that area. At least he didn't in college.
It sounds like the type of guy the Browns will be thrilled to have in the organization.